really moves that wrist from there, top of the board, down to double 10, and he's never far away, although he was once or twice yesterday.
Yeah, it don't really matter if you've got 3 darts in your hand and you hit it with the third one. It doesn't really matter then about a percentage. As long as you've hit it, that's all you're worried about. And that'll settle Ronnie down. Roland's game, I think out of the two, probably Roland's got the edge on hitting the treble 20, and obviously the 180s as well.
Both these men, two of the cooler characters. You won't hear Scholten or Baxter indeed make reference to the extreme heat that's up there. And the man who's just won, James Wade, you can put him in that bracket as well.
134.
Yeah, that's a good switch from Ronnie. That's what James Wade has been good at all week. He goes for the treble 18s, and as soon as the bed's covered, he switches, where Roland just tries to force the dart straight through, and being very successful there.
Well, the winner of this game, of course, will be taking on the youngster. But
60.
Will have to play well. The form he's in, but at the moment have to play well. One to beat the other here, as Scholten looks at treble 20 for double 18. The 1-2-1 again. He's going for the ball. That's the way he does it. We've commented on that on a number of occasions before. Don't make too much reference to it. As Baxter, 171. That'll take him down to 114. So Scholten can't really miss this. Oh, double 4. He does this a lot, doesn't he, on 56? He likes going that way, Rob.
Yeah, I think it's probably because his favourite double is double 18. But, you know, if you do go inside the double 4, you've got the double 2 and the double 1, which is not great doubles on the board. You know, I'd rather see, a big 16 and go for the double top. But, you know, he left the double 4 and pinned it, and he's got him off the mark.
Both legs with throw. There's the 41-year-old from The Hague.
60.
Roland Scholten, first time ever in the quarterfinals here.
Both these players have been around an awful long time. When I first came into the game, Ronnie had already been winning world ranking events in Europe and in America. And I met Roland for the first time back in '89 in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas with him and Raymond van Barneveld. And then they had the talent, both of them, but it was just the experience they needed, like we all did in them days.
I think I'm right in saying that Roland Scholten at one stage, prior to joining the PDPA ranks, on the other side was world #1. I'm pretty certain he certainly was a world singles champion, I remember.
Yeah, he won the world singles on their side, and of course him and Raymond Barneveld won our world pairs down in Bognor Regis, and they both played superbly all week then, and they were taken very seriously after that day, I can tell you.
Yes, I remember that, 1997. It was a wonderful performance by the two.
Do you also remember, John, down in Bognor Regis that week, it was extremely hot. It was a heat wave down there at the time, and a bit like it is here now.
Bognor, Blackpool, it's baking hot.
58.
Bognor, Blackpool and Las Vegas and Connecticut, and just flow off the tongue, don't they?
The sun's never stopped shining, has it? Certainly shining for one young man anyway. As,
156.
we enjoyed this second quarter-final. A semi-final place beckons as Baxter looking to make a bit of a hole in. 96 left, so Scholten for a break of throw. And 102, 82 left. He'll go the bull again. Oh, right in the middle of the ball for double 16.
70.
Not quite. Will he come back from?
Well, 96, you know, Ronnie, if he misses the treble, the first dart's got to be just above to give him a guide. Now, that's a perfect guide for Baxter. Double 8 to go 2-1 up. And you see it there, the first dart, although he didn't put it in the treble, it was just above the treble to give him a perfect guide.
Well, that was class. It really was. Perfectly described by a man who's done it himself a time or two. Former champion here in 98-99, Rod Harrington. Nice to watch, isn't it?
60.
Yeah, it's been very hard in the early days when I stopped playing to especially come here and see the crowd, and I used to sit there being very disappointed and depressed. But now, you know, I'm involved in the other areas of it, and you know, I love to see the darts. You know, great 180 there from Scholten, and it's nice to be able to enjoy the game again.
Ton 80 from Scholten. Oh, nearly a ton 80 from Baxter. You can always expect many maximums when this fella's around. Oh, I thought that was going to be a second on the trot. 81 though, after just 9 darts on an 11-dart finish.
Yeah, this is a match that could go backwards and forwards. Scholten on 81. He should go 16 for bullseye. No, he's actually taken a gamble there that Baxter's not going to take the 164 out, but as certain people have found out, you don't give a bloke an even chuck.
Well, if he'd have hit the treble 18, he'd have wanted the bull, and Scholten's heart might have stopped just for a moment. However, it's certainly beating nicely now. 2 legs all, each leg with throw. Very sound leg indeed, that from Scholten. First 180 of the match in it. And this might be one of those contests, Rod Harrington. I know you've been involved in 1 or 2. Well,
60.
leg after leg after leg is relentlessly won by the man throwing first. That's it, with their hot dogs and their chips. Watching another maximum from Scholten. Is this the leg where we get the first break in the match?
Perfect example there on how the first dart of Scholten's leads the other 2 straight into the treble 20 bed. Kicks off with a 180. Can we have another one and get some real excitement? Now that's another perfect dart for Scholten. He won't be happy with that one.
100.
No, not that he had thoughts at that point of a 9-dart finish, but would have wanted to score more for obvious reasons.
97.
As this fella is capable himself of catching up. 2-2-1, 2-4-4, so the darts effectively with Scholten, all the more so now. Lovely to watch.
140.
81 left for the second leg running, 81 after 9 darts. That's consistency.
Yeah, Scholten is one of these players that he gets on runs for 3 or 4 legs and he can throw level 12s, level 12 darters, and he's very hard to hold. But what do you have to do? You have to hang in there with him because he does dull a bit like nearly every player does. And he's got the bullseye.
Interesting, when Baxter wanted 164, Scholten was prepared to gamble that he wouldn't get it. He wasn't this time. He knows that 144 is that much easier, and double 12 will prove the point. Oh, so important to miss. It would have been so important to hit, and now double 8 for the break, into the break. Scholten's 3-2 up against the throw. What a first session that was. Super darts. More to come.